start with an opening statement from Coach Beard, and we'll take questions from Mikhail.
And sometimes it might seem like it's just the standard response every time, but it's really not. I really appreciate the crowd today. A lot of Ole Miss people came from Oxford. They came from the Memphis area, and so just really appreciate it. Lots to do on Saturdays, this kind of weather outside and all. So really thankful for the people that came. We had some students too, Saturday in Oxford to come down here and watch the 3 o'clock game. So we're very, very appreciative of the crowd. A lot of respect for Colorado State. This team's been to, I think, 2 NCAA tournaments in the last 3 years on at-large bids. Won a game last year in a tournament against Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. Got a really good coach. They got good players. So this game had our full attention. We knew we had to play well to win. We did that, I think, probably for 2/3 of the game. I think first half we played about as well as we played to this point against a quality opponent. Second half, you knew Colorado State was going to make a run. That's what, winners do. So there's a lot of learning lessons for us in that second half. But very appreciative of the crowd and wish Colorado State the best this year. Any questions for Mikhail?
You got the game here in South Haven. I know you're going to Biloxi this year. Will we see more from the Ole Miss program to maybe make this a more regular part of your schedule?
Yes. I think one of the responsibilities when you coach at a state school like Ole Miss is to take the brand in our team. We got a lot of great fans, alumni, donors, former students that live in different parts of the state. And so, we're looking forward to going back down to the Gulf Coast for the second year. And, again, appreciative of the people that came out tonight here in this area of the state, close to Memphis, where we have a big donor base too, alumni. So, I think we're early talks about maybe playing some games in different places, whether it be Jackson or Tupelo or other places in the state. Yes, sir.
Chris, was this kind of the team you envisioned when you put it together that first half?
Yeah, I think so. So, as a coach, you're always striving for 40 minutes of play. And the reality of it is that's what you have to have. You start getting into conference play. In our league, you can play really well for 35 minutes. That's not going to get it done. Certainly when you get to the NCAA tournament, you're trying to play your best for 40. Doesn't mean you're going to make every shot. Doesn't mean you're not going to make a mistake here and there, but it's like what we call Ole Miss basketball. So, tonight offensively, a lot of things to build on. We're always searching for that 50% shooting, 40% three, 80% free throw. We got it done in 2 out of the 3. Had some really good free throw shooters on our team, missed some free throws tonight, and we'll focus on that. We get double-digit scoring from 5 or 6 guys. That's the balance we're looking for. So if the game's a little bit different at the end and we hit a couple more free throws, to score 90-something points against Colorado State. 4 turnovers in a college basketball game is very hard to do. 2 of those happened late or kind of careless plays. So had some special performances, whether it be, I think Juju had a good assist to turnover night, 6-0. So, offensively we were kicking for a lot. Thought in the second half, some of those possessions where we missed the front end of a one-on-one kind of takes the wind out of yourselves. But no, offensively tonight, especially in the first half, we played well.
You saw Mikhail up there talk about maturity. In what ways do you see that aspect of your team play itself out just going down the stretch?
Yeah, every season's a journey, and you're waiting to see how you respond to different situations. Maybe you're up big, maybe you're down big, maybe you got a couple guys that are banged up, can't play. There's all sorts of things that happen during the season, and the thing with a new team, new players, and a lot of people are like us in today's college basketball is we just haven't experienced these things together. So today was really kind of the first time we found ourselves in one of these heated moments. So there were some hard, direct words said in our timeouts, but I thought the players really responded. We had player voice in our timeouts late when we needed to kind of get things flipped around. So, along the journey, a lot of these things are going to be first-time things. The first time our teams experience this, the first time our teams experience this. And so tonight, lots of learning opportunity in tonight's game, no doubt.
I'm sure you prefer to play a 40 minutes where it's all like the first half, but do you take more out of a game like this? And if so, what's kind of the biggest takeaway to you?
Yeah, I've you hear that a lot. As you learn from a loss. I've never agreed with that. I think we can learn from a win too. And so, I'm looking for perfection. Like, I've always wanted to coach a team that had 0 turnovers. One time we had a 1 turnover game. Kid didn't jump stop on a baseline like we worked on for 3 days. He's my friend now. Talk to him all the time. You're looking for perfection. You're not going to quite get it, but that's the quest to be great. My definition of perfection is making half our shots and then playing, kind of perfect in the other areas. So tonight, lots to learn from. Two sides of the coin. We can show our guys that we played really well against a quality opponent. We can also show our guys that we got a long ways to go.
Chris, you're obviously mixing a lot of transfer players with some veteran guys too. How do you feel after that, especially after that first half, the team is beginning to mesh as a unit?
Yeah, work in progress. I don't know. Equally important to these games is how we respond each day in practice. I do think we're heading in the right direction. Today was a good step in gameplay. We played better than we did last game, right? And so it's maybe not at the rate that I think we need to accomplish the things we all want to accomplish, but I do think we're heading in the right direction.
And you've shuffled up the 5 that you have on the court too. Do you think you're starting to find a good core that you'll play?
Yeah, work in progress there too. We've got 12 guys that we trust. Whether it be some guys that aren't getting into games right now, they're putting in a lot of work to keep their game conditioning. They practice well every day. We're going to need every guy on our roster to win any SEC game. And so a lot of confidence in all our players, whether it be, young John Bull. John's coming off some injury type stuff. He should be cleared to play very soon. We've got Benson, who's doing a really good job in practice. Klafke's going to be special. He helped us tonight in the first half, and it's good to get Rob Cowherd in there tonight. But we've got 12 players we trust. The reality of college basketball is it's hard to play 12 guys in one game. The other reality of college basketball is if you're going to compete for a championship, you have to have that kind of depth. And so that's certainly one of the things we're trying to get done with our team is we feel like we have the depth. It's just about continuing to keep guys game ready at all times.
I don't know if this is something you're willing to comment on now. Obviously, a couple days removed from signing day, adding 2 freshmen for the 25 class. I mean, what are you kind of looking from both of those guys, and just as far as getting ready for the next year, and any comments you want to provide?
Yeah, you'd figure Schwartz would have a press conference on National Signing Day, right? I think it was 50 Cent corn dog night at Sonic, and so we took off. We're excited. This class with Tyler and Patton, 2 talented players, have a lot of accolades. Just as the Indiana football coach said, just Google them. You'll see some things, but more important than just that talent is we think we got the right 2 human beings, the right 2 guys that want to work and get better and have a vision for early impact in their college careers, but also destined to be really good players in time. So both guys are kind of positionless players that can do a lot of different things. Both guys come from great families, not good, great. The Patton Pinkins guy, I love his mom. His dad's just okay. But the mom is a winner. And then Tyler just has a special family, starting with his mother. So talented players, guys that wanted to come to Ole Miss, guys that share our dream that we can do some special things in Oxford.
All right,
Anything else? Thank you.